Hi guys, you can see that I'm going to be doing something a bit different today. The focus of today's video is going to be the Elliebeth Designs Gratitude Challenge, and it's going to be a bit of a combi video, so I'm going to do some talking and sharing about how I've included it in my planners, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a setup for June. So if you just want to see how I incorporate it into my current plans, then I will put the time below of when I get to that point so you can skip ahead. But it'd be great if you kind of watch the whole thing so you can see where I'm coming from with it all. So I have my two Passion Planner Pros. So I have the academic one from last year and my current one, and you can see the lovely orange post-it tabs to indicate what I'm going to share with you. I also have on standby this lovely tool pot, and somewhere I may even have, oh, it's already in my planner ready. I've got a fistful of stickers as well, obviously. So let me just start by talking about the gratitude challenge. So every month there is shared on the Facebook group and on Instagram the Elliebeth Designs Gratitude Challenge, which is just designed to, this is my interpretation, it's designed to give you a moment to think and pause about the good things. So this started in November and I really enjoyed it. And then in December, I decided to try and create a way of recording the whole thing all together. So I shared this at the time on Instagram. This was my December monthly, and I used the prompts and I just used every day in my calendar to do that. And I really liked this. It did take out my sort of overview of the month, which is one thing that I kind of was a bit skeptical of, but the whole process of recording things was really, really helpful. So that then morphed a bit because, as you can see, there's a little bit of dead space. There's this was meant to be like my goals thing, but I wasn't using all of it. So there were things I wanted to change. So in January, let me just put that out of the way. There it is. We'll put it up there. In January, I started my lovely red Passion Planner Pro, which I really, really like. And I did this with the intention of having a little bit of everything. So again, use the monthly to record my responses to the prompts, try to do a little bit of tracking, try to use the space a little bit more productively, and yeah, this is where it went. So after that came February, unsurprisingly. February, I mixed up. I went with a pen that coordinated for the month. Yeah, tracking was not going well, but there we go. I felt that there were lots of white spaces on this. I loved this functionality. Turning this sticker into sort of like my dashboard of what's happening worked really, really well. So then we continued into March, where I tried something different. I split my days up. So the middle section is still the gratitude. I was trying out a few things I've seen on some of the Passion Planner groups. So trying to use your monthly spread for meal planning, for example. You can see how well that went. And just record other things that were going on. Now, partway through March is when I was signed off work, and so not everything got done, but I did keep up with my gratitude. And I also kind of included a little printout of the prompts, which is from my sprocket, because I took out the space where I wrote them. And while this worked, I didn't like the reduced space. I wanted the calendar to just be all about the gratitude. April didn't happen. Yeah, wasn't well. Didn't happen. Too many things going on. So then we get to May, and I'm in love with my May spread. Am I allowed to say that? I'm in love with it. I went all out colour, as you can see. I've coordinated highlighters and fine liners, and I've just gone for it. And actually, part of this whole thing about sharing all of this has been slightly terrifying, but then I was like, but I put it on Instagram, so why am I bothered? Again, this kind of, we're looking at there. I will start that again. Looking at this as like the overview, the dashboard worked really, really well, and you just get solid gratitude. And I've really enjoyed the process of sitting down, usually in the morning, I will be honest, and doing my gratitude for the day. And the whole process of setting it up and writing out the prompts, I really like, because it gets me thinking about things as I go and kind of think, oh, yeah, no, that might be good then, or thinking, oh, I've never really thought about things like that. So as you can tell, I decorate my monthly spreads highly using the monthly sheets from Rachel, and it's pretty, but there's some function, and this is just a lovely memory of things. So I'm going to share June. Now, I have already done some of June's setup because I didn't want this to be an epically long video because it has the potential to be very, very long. This is the Sea is Calling, that's the one. The Sea is Calling collection. And I've used the monthly skeleton, the monthly extra sheet, and the notes page 2 from the collection to create this. So this sticker was actually up to here and is designed to fit across the Erin Condren monthly. Then there is a coordinating sticker where I've just took the seashells off because I like them. I've got this section here. This strip is designed for you to cut up to go in the extra boxes in the monthly calendar on the Erin Condren, and I really, really like the beach huts. So I've put that down there, and I have trimmed a little bit off to make it fit on the page. These are habit tracker strips, and it does go to 31. There is also a tiny little gap up to the edge, so I've just covered that with a bit of washi. This is one of the skinny pieces that came on the sheets. This is the bottom of this one. These are 2 note boxes, and then you've got this kind of dashboard, day headers, numbers, and then these are strips off of the sheet, so they're ones to punch. So if I share a rainbow, this is where they were on the sheet. So that's what I've done to create the feel of my spread, and I really like it, and I'm going to make it really bright and colourful again. So start off with, I'm going to go with all the functional stuff around the edge because that gets me in the mood of thinking about June, thinking about what's going on, what's happening when, and all that kind of preparation. And I'm going to do something slightly different with this month. So first of all, I like to know when the recycling is going out and when the bins are going out. I'm going to go with the pink one, I think. So I'll write those in. I haven't made a note of them in preparation for this video or anything, so that was really helpful. Things that are going differently. Okay, let's keep with the appointments first. So I think, yeah. So first of all, I'm going to put down a little Penguin Joe for the bills that are coming up this month to make a note of them when we're going out. I do have a nail appointment, so I'm going to put one of these down. Which one do I want to put down? Yeah, I think it has to be the pearl pink. I'm not a pink fan, but actually it does, this combination works really, really well. I have various medical appointments, so I have been using what I like to refer to as a little burrito Penguin Joe to mark my health appointments. And then that's the fixed appointments. I am going to mark down the dates of our guide meetings. Now, I am not necessarily going to all of them. I may go to some of them. I'm still kind of easing myself back into doing things. And normally I stack these so I can just record the date and what we're doing, but I'm just going to record the days there. Now, this is where things are going to change a little bit. I am going to use one of these to mark there for YouTube videos, and I'm just going to write down when I've done them. So I'm not planning them, I'm just doing it as and when. I'm sure I had something else to do with that. Never mind, it's fine. There are also multiple weekends where we are away, so I'm going to try and squeeze it. Yeah, there we go. A little travelling Joe, and I'm going to put the dates where we're away then. And finally, oh, I've just knocked the camera. I'm going to put one of the little gold butterflies for Elliebeth Designs, and that is to record date for Watching You Wednesday, the blog posts that we've got coming up, and things like that. I do have this one left over. I normally fill it by the end of my setup. So that's how that builds and works up together. So let's get to the real bit. Let's get to the gratitude bit. So I have got 4 highlighters and 4, think of the word, they're writing for Papermate Flares, that's it. Sorry, the brain today for some reason isn't working very well. And I also have my black Pilot G2. So these 2 are mild liners. This is from the peach pack. This is from the green pack, and I got both. I get most of my mild liners either from Amazon or eBay. I just search for them. These 2 are from the Stabilo Pastel collection. This one is the standard colour in the standard set of 16. This one is from the Candy Pop, and these 2 are from the Tropical. So mix of pens from all over the place. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my highlighting to write over. So this is the really exciting bit. In fact, it's so dull I might just pause, do it, and then come back. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've done that. I was a bit hesitant about this colour, whether I wanted to change it or not, but actually I think it still works and I'm still happy with it. The only thing that's slightly irritating me is that all the colours are much brighter than the number flags, but I had the same issue when I looked back at May, so I kind of went, do you know what, let's just do it. So that's the big setup. Now the prompts at time of filming haven't yet been released, but I've got access to them because of being on the design team and doing this video, and this is kind of where I get my head set for the month and start thinking about things, and this has become such a really enjoyable part of setting up my month, which is why I thought I'd share it with you as well. So I obviously in the colour bits put the prompts. So first one, unsurprisingly, is this month. So June is going to be a really, really good month with lots of things going on with lots of friends. Keepsakes. Oh, I can talk about badges. This is what I do, is I write it down, I have a little think about what that could be. So this month is all about friends, and we've got 2 weddings that are all both Scout and Guiding friends, and obviously keepsakes for Scouts and Guides are badges, so that's kind of where my head's automatically gone. Number 3 is your happy place. Oh, where would that be? I don't know. That's fun. Before I tried this, number 5, a feeling. That could be interesting. Feelings at the moment are a little bit questionable. Number 6, something outside. Oh, it could be my fire pit. It could be my orange garden furniture. I'm sure that doesn't surprise anybody that I have orange garden furniture. 7, someone special. Many people could go in that category, I think. 8, a helping hand. Now, that weekend is the anniversary camp for the Scout and Guide Club I started at university. 10 years, that makes me feel really old. So helping hand, Scouts, Guides, maybe something around that in there. Number 9 is me time, which I'm going to need after that, definitely. Number 10, change of plans. That might have to be something linked to removable stickers, because they are amazing. 11, favourite day of the week. Oh my word. Well, it won't be Thursdays. I was thinking about this earlier actually. Today is Towel Day. It's really odd, but that's linked to Douglas Adams and the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And in that, there is a line from Arthur Dent about it must be a Thursday. I never could get the hang of Thursdays. And I kind of feel like that most of the time. There's just something about Thursdays that I don't get on with. So, yeah, that's that. It won't be Thursday, but what it will be, I don't know. 12 is pink. Could be interesting. Not really my cup of tea, but as you see, there's pink on here. I do pink things. 13, treat time. Oh. Who knows what I'll put there. 14, weekend plans. That is the weekend that two of my very good friends are getting married. We're staying with two other very good friends for the weekend, so that'll be nice. Healthy habit. Oh my word. Well, actually, I think this is the habit of sitting down at some point every day and marking something that you're grateful for. I think is a really nice thing because it's something positive regardless of what's going on. 16th is Father's Day because it is Father's Day. Um, 17th, breakfast treat. Well, it's probably pancakes, isn't it? Well, the moment when I need a day where I just need to kind of go, and just kind of stop and regroup and just get myself sorted again. I have been starting the day with pancakes, so that's good. 18 at 10 a.m, 2 p.m, and 6 p.m. So that is a really, I really like these because you're thinking of things at different times of the day, and that really makes you think, because one of these came up and I'd had the most horrendous day and I was trying really hard to think of something good, and it really does make you think about the day, so that was nice. 19th, midweek kindness. Uh, 20th, a lesson learned. You can't do everything. However hard you try, you can't do everything. 21, Friday routine. Now that's going to be interesting because that Friday my routine is going to be completely thrown out because I will be travelling up to the Elliebeth Designs annual event and I'm collecting Sophie from the design team on the way, so that will throw everything out. Turns to planner friends. That's a nice one because that's the date of the annual event, so that's a nice one to have then. I'm sure that's been planned in. 23, a peaceful activity. Oh. I was going to put quilting, but my sewing machine runs then, so then that's not very peaceful. It's not quite. My brother-in-law quite describes my sister's sewing machine as like an anti-aircraft gun, because of going and making an absolute racket. But mine isn't that loud, but it is quite noisy. 24, starting the week. Um, 25, before bedtime. I've got into a really nice habit of journaling before I go to bed. So I have an insert in my B6 traveller's notebook. It's a daily insert and I just fill the day with stuff, stickers, photos, mindless stream of consciousness, and that's really nice. There's the odd day where I haven't done it, but I've gone back and caught up, and if I don't do it, I still do my gratitude, so I kind of feel like I've done something calming. Midweek plans. So at that point I will probably be looking at a July setup, preparing for the next month. 27, the little things really do make a difference. 28 picture of happiness. Do you know what? I might actually find a picture and stick it in for that one. I like the idea of having an actual picture. 29th is grateful for this month. Doesn't quite fit in, but that's okay. And then the 30th is looking forward. So that's the prompts for the month written in as I write them in, and that I've kind of narrated as I go, and that's kind of just the thought process that goes through my head as I'm writing things down and going, oh yeah, we could do that, or that's going to make me think of that, or that's going on then. So that may have helped. Now, what I'm probably going to do for June is the same as I've done for May. I'm going to have a coordinating pen where I write in the same colour as the header that I've written, which is why I have these here. So this one will go with the pale blue, this one will go with the dark blue, this one will go with the pink, and this one will go with the teal. Now, what's interesting is my handwriting is slightly bigger when I use flares compared to the other pens, so I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work in terms of what I put in and what I record. But I don't think that really matters. I'll just find a way of squeezing it in. The only other change I'm going to make to my monthly setup is this section here. Now, this section is underused without a shadow of a doubt. So what I've decided to do is get one of these out. Oh no, I was going to do that, wasn't I? Hold on. I'm going to pause again and I will return again. I'm going to use this sheet. Now, I did have one of these originally and it got fractionally damaged somehow, so I bought a new one. And I'm going to use the June plan header here to record my focus for the month. So in previous videos I've talked about using the monthly focus pages, which look like this, and they allow you to reflect on things that have happened during the month. Now, I've been doing this weekly, using that to inform my focus for the week, and this month I want to have some kind of focus for the month as well, because that's the section I cover up with this sticker that I'm most likely to use. So I'm just going to put that down there for that, and then I'm going to add July to the other box for things that will likely come up that need to make a note of for the following month. So that's how I'm going to use those. So hopefully that has given you a little bit of an overview of the challenge and how I record it and how I've incorporated it into my routine, because it is very much something that I do daily. It's one of the few things I do daily, but I do this daily, and I really enjoy the process and looking at things. And as I set this up, I look back and I look at the different things I've written for the previous month and just reflect on all those wonderful things. And that process is really, really nice, and especially at the moment when so much is up in the air for me personally, it's a really enjoyable process to do. So hopefully that has given you some inspiration. I know other people have taken this kind of idea and done it in their own way, and that's a real, it really means a lot to me that people have seen this as a good thing to do. I really hope you guys consider doing something like this within your planning routine, about taking a pause and thinking about the good things. Remember, the prompts are shared on Instagram and in the Elliebeth Designs Facebook group. And every day, Sharon, who is also on the design team, she shares a post prompt that has that day's prompt on. So on the 11th, she'll post one that says favourite day of the week. And it's the opportunity to share with everybody those good things as well. And it's really nice to see the different things that people put and draw inspiration from some of them. So there's a really nice community aspect to this, as well as just the personal one. So I will leave a link below for the Elliebeth Designs Facebook group so that you can join in if you would like to. I will also leave a link to my Instagram so you can see how this fills up, to the Elliebeth Designs Instagram, so that you can also see the things that are shared there. And I will also leave my affiliate code below for the ordering of stickers if you so wish to highly decorate your month like I have. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I really have, because it's been nice looking back at things I've done in the past, and this process is something I really enjoy. I will be back soon, and in the meantime, happy planning.